Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I have an update on my attempt to restore the Long Island project in all its original raw footage glory. I have this package that came in this morning, and I'm going to open it for you right now. Let's see here, what do we got? So for those of you, I made another video right before this talking about how some of the tapes weren't playing in the units, so I couldn't rip all of the raw footage or capture all of the raw footage like I wanted to. And I thought that it was just, the reels in the cassettes weren't spinning. I don't know if there was mold or what have you. It turns out that it was actually the tape itself. There's apparently a lubrication layer on the surface of MiniDV tapes. And once that starts to degrade, it won't be pulled through the heads the way it needs to in order for that data to be captured, essentially. The data is still on the tapes, but that lubrication layer is the problem. I ended up sending this tape, this was my test tape that I sent, to a place called Pacific Video Repair. And they basically identified the problem in 2 seconds. They're like, yeah, the lubrication layer is degrading, essentially. And it's not a problem they can fix, but it is a problem. And I think that I'm still an optimist about this. I'm still hopeful that I can capture this footage somehow. I don't know how, and I'm actually going to take a break from this particular project for the next couple of months while I think about it, because this kind of thing ends up stressing me out a bit. Like, I really take the archival of footage very seriously. And I went way out of my way to archive these tapes and to make sure they were stored correctly. But apparently, according to Pacific Video Repair's website, even tapes that are stored perfectly often will see this problem where the lubrication layer just degrades. So I think what needs to happen is somebody who understands the technology, both the player and the tape technology, is going to have to basically build a player that can play these tapes at the appropriate speed, regardless of whether the lubrication layer has degraded. Even if that means that these tapes can only be played once. I only need it to be played once while I capture it. That's it. And so my next step in this is going to be to find a highly technical person. That's not me. I'm not that technical of a person. But a highly technical person who can maybe help me invent a way to rescue these tapes. And I didn't mention the name of the company I'd sent this tape to in the first video because I wanted to see how my experience with them goes. I'm mentioning them now because they're really honest. They sent me back my money order that I used to pay them their fee for rebuilding the tape. But since they couldn't rebuild the tape, they essentially just sent me back the money order. So, I mean, that's honesty for you. So if you need something done, whether it's getting a camera fixed or getting your old cassette tapes looked at to identify why they are not playing, send it to Pacific Video Repair. I'll leave a link to their website in the description. And I will follow up with you guys on this particular project as it develops. I don't know when the next development is going to be, but for now, check this out. For now, all of the raw materials relating to the Long Island project are going into this bin right here, and they will be put away for the next couple of months while I do more research, headhunt somebody to help me troubleshoot some of these problems, and see if we can't get the rest of these tapes rescued. Thanks, everybody.